welcome back to my channel, Smoking and Grilling with me, AV. Now you read that title, so you know what I'm doing. Listen, today I'm back on that Cajun/Creole kick, right? Today I'm gonna show you guys just how easy it is to make a Creole/Cajun meatloaf. Super simple. Let's look at these ingredients and let me just show you what we're working with. Okay, we got our dry ingredients, we got our spices, right? We got minced garlic, veggies right here. Here we got pork and we got beef, right? So I want to tell you guys this right here. Listen, don't forget that everything that I do, always look into the description box below so you can see the full ingredient list. Now with that being said, let me just get started. Okay, so look, the first thing you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. That's, we're gonna start with that. And now we're getting ready to mix our dry ingredients. So I got them right here. You can see where I separated them. You can see that's 3 different spices right there. This is my Creole kick, right? Then we got this right here. That's just a pinch of that cayenne, right? So we just gonna go ahead, put this in like this. This also. Now, what we wanna do is just take yourself a whisk. And if you do it old school, you know how I like to laugh and say, hey, go ahead and use a fork, however you wanna do it, you know? But you just wanna get this mixed up, right? Once you have this is gonna be our little dry ingredients that we're gonna use. So, just like you see here, try not to spill like I just did, and then we move on. Okay, look, I got my skillet, right? I've already preheated it. I started it off on medium this time. I got a tablespoon of butter. We're gonna go ahead and melt this first. Okay, you guys can see butter completely melted, right? Now what I wanna do is, I'm gonna start off with my onions. I always start with my onions first because this seems to take the longest time to break down. So if you start here first, you know, we're just gonna get us like a minute head start. Then after that, then we'll add the rest of our veggies. And then last, we'll add our garlic. So this is only gonna be about a 3 to 4 minute process. Now right now I got my skillet at 300 degrees, right? So that's in between medium and medium high. Because we don't want them to get like super soft. Now I'll come with my celery. Like to get this coated. Red bell peppers. And once I got it moved around, it starts to become fragrant the way it is right here. This, oh man, it smells so good. You know, you guys know what this is. If you know what it is, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but let me know down in the comment section below. You know what this is. I'm talking about these veggies. They got a name. I want you guys to do your research. Some of y'all know, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and add our minced garlic, right? And we only gonna let this cook for about, I'm gonna say, maybe 1 minute. As soon as you put it in here, listen, this flavor right here, the profile, you're gonna smell it almost immediately, but you wanna keep it moving around because you don't wanna burn it, right? And then I got this W sauce. Let's go ahead and add that also. Now, after about another minute of, your W sauce in there, you want to go ahead and add your evaporated milk. Now, you want to cook this for about 2 minutes. It's going to start to thicken up just a little bit, but that's what you're going to want. Okay, 2 minutes, right? With the evaporated milk inside of it, this is what it should look like, you guys. It's okay, you're going to have a little bit you don't want to cook it all the way down. This is what we want. You can see it starting to thicken up, but this is what we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it from the fire. We want to let this cool completely. Once it cools, then we'll go ahead and start adding our meat, combining that together, with our crumbs and our eggs. Okay. Look, my veggies are cool. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and just add our pork. Right? That's 1 pound. And then here, we got 1.5 pounds of beef, right? This is our ground beef. You want to get yourself something lean. Now, okay, you remember this? We mixed this earlier, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit on it, to it right here, like this. Just a little bit, we save some back. We're gonna use it all. And these are breadcrumbs, right? I'll probably put in about half right now. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and crack my eggs. Then we finna get in here with our hand. You remember this? This is our cool veggie, right? We're gonna go ahead and just add that. It doesn't make a difference. We're gonna add all of this right here. You wanna get all of this, as much of it as possible in here, right? Now we gotta get in here with our hand and we just finna mix it all together. And this is why I got a glove on, you guys, you know what I mean? Just saving myself, one extra step by washing it. I washed the heck out of them already. So we're just gonna keep on kneading this in here, just getting everything to thoroughly mix. Remember, I like using the Sweet Smoky Joe's, right, and they products, because they low on sodium. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna add a couple of pinches now, of salt. And that right there, that'll do it. Man, the aroma that it's giving right now is just amazing. Now, we're gonna go ahead with the rest of our seasoning and the rest of our breadcrumbs. And then we'll just work this in. Just a small little, little procedure that you do. We got to put a little work into it by just making sure we got everything, mixed properly. And when you do, and once we're done, then we're gonna go ahead and form our loaf. Okay, so I'm done. This is what it looks like right here. You guys can just see it. I'm gonna be using my little meatloaf pan, right? So what I'm gonna do is, I got me a little canola spray. We don't want nothing to stick, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead, spray it. I like the bottom, so listen, it lets the fat drain, keeps it off the bottom. That way, and it makes it easy for you to take it out, right? So we'll move this over here like this. There's no certain way to do it. We're just gonna go ahead and take some of this meatloaf. You know what I mean? And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put it in here just like you see right here. We just wanna get it like this, get it halfway formed, push down, get some of the air out of it, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna form the top. Okay, now, this is what I do, right? I take my finger and I kind of like push down on the edges like this, just to try to give it like a little, I don't know, just to give it some kind of shape to it, so it should look something like that. Now, okay, so you see how it is. Now look, I want to show you this right here. This right here is what we can do. I like this sriracha, ketchup. You guys can make your own spicy ketchup, but this is real simple. If you guys are able to get this, just put this on the top, right? Just like you see here. You don't want to put too much. You guys are gonna have to judge that yourself. I do it like that. I might end up putting some more on here. Get yourself a spatula. You know what I mean? And what you want to do is make sure you got it covered over the whole entire meatloaf. That's all. And that there, folks, is all she wrote. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick it in the oven. We're gonna put it in the oven for about 1 hour and 10 minutes. Ain't no about, because I'm giving it to you direct. 1 hour, 10 minutes, let's get it. Okay, look, as you guys can see right here, it's done. This is like what it looks like after 1 hour and 10 minutes at 350 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead, put this down. And I wanna show you, look, when you get yourself one of these little meatloaf trays, right? These little pans right here, look, check it out. It'll come up. You guys can see on the side right there how everything looks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take it out, put it on my cutting board. I'm gonna cut me some slices. And then if you look over here to the side right here, check it out. You can't have meatloaf without having what? Gotta have those mashed potatoes and gravy. And I know mostly everybody does the peas, but we finna get down with these green beans. So let me get it on there and let's cut some slices. Okay, so as you can see, I got it out, right? So let me move this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut myself a couple of slices. Now this first piece that I'm cutting, look, I love to make sandwiches out of the ends, right? So this piece right here, I got 2 pieces of brioche, thick brioche bread with his name on it. Now get yourself a serrated knife, what you see that I'm using right there. You know what, it just cuts meatloaf real nice, right? So as you can see, these 2 pieces right here, oh my goodness, that's what's going on my plate. Now, I wanna show you guys something. This right here, I went ahead and made like a Cajun gravy, right? While I was just waiting for this to finish, baking. So I'm gonna go ahead, this done have some time to cool, but I'm gonna go ahead and just pour this right here over the top like this, right here. And you guys tell me what you think about that. Now I'm gonna give it a few minutes for it to soak in. Look at that right there. That's just like the perfect blend. A nice heat from the Cajun meat, and that Cajun gravy just sent it right over the top, you guys. Look at that. If that's not one of the most perfect meatloaf meals out.